A company makes two types of lampshade using fabric on wire frames. So the two types, we have lampshade A, which looks like a cylinder, and they gave us the measures, 8 centimeter for the radius, 20 centimeter for the height. And for the second lampshade, it looks like a pyramid with 4 triangular faces. And they gave us the measurement for each triangle, 15 centimeter base by 24 centimeter height. Now the question is asking to work out the ratio of the cost of one lamp shape to the cost of one lamp shape, like from A to B, and we need to write the answer as n to 1. Now in this table they gave us some information. The cost of the fabric per shade is 400 pounds per square meter, and the other cost for cost A is 3.5 pounds for lampshade per lampshade, and the other one for lampshade B we have extra fees as 7.5 per lampshade. Now the first thing we need to do is to find the area of, or the surface area for both lampshade. Okay, now looking at the information here, when I want to start with the cylinder and to find the surface area for the circular area, I will need to open the cylinder. So imagine the cylinder with me. When you open it, it would look like a rectangle. So if you fold this rectangle, it would look like a cylinder. So opening the cylinder, I will have a rectangle with base and height, or length and width, and obviously the length is 22 centimeter. The width here, since this is opening the circular cylinder, it means this is exactly the same as the circle here, which means the width or the length, it's the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r. So when I want to find the area of this, I'm going to multiply 2 pi r by 22 centimeter, and this is what I'm going to do for in the second page. So I wrote the measures here. To find the area, as I said, I need to multiply length by width. In this case, the length is the 22 centimeter multiplied by, okay, the length is the 2 pi r, and the length is 22. So this is the width, and the length is 22 pi r. Now when I multiply them together, 22 multiplied by 2 pi times r equals to 8. The answer for this one is going to be 352 pi centimeter squared. Now we found the area of the first one. I need to find the area of the lampshade B, and as you saw, it looks like a triangle. So I will need to find the area of the triangle, which is half base times height. So half times the base is 15 and the height is 24. When I multiply them together, the answer is going to be 180 centimeter squared. Now since we have 4 triangles in the shade, I will need to multiply 180 by 4, which is equal to 720 centimeter squared. Now the next thing we need to do, we need to find the cost for each of the lampshade. Now the cost, they told us that the cost of the fabric is 400 pounds per square meter. Okay, so notice something, this is centimeter squares, not meter square, which means when I do the calculations, I will need to put in my mind that I'm going to convert the centimeter squared into meter squared. So when I calculate the area, so I have 352 pi, this is the area of lampshade A. I will multiply it by 400, which is the cost per square meter. But notice something, 352 pi is not in meter square, which means we need to divide it by 100 squared to find the cost per meter square. And when I do that, the answer is going to be around 14.08 pi. Okay? Now, they said there is extra cost for lampshade A, which is 3.5. So I will add this 14.08 pi plus the 3.5 they were talking about, and I will end up with 47.7 pounds. Okay, so I found the cost for the lampshade A. I will need to do the same one for lampshade B. Okay, so when I look at the cost, same thing here. I will multiply the 720 by 400, 20 by 400, and because we need to find the cost per meter square, I will divide by 100 square, just like we did with lampshade A. And when I do that, the answer is going to be 28.8. Okay? Now, what I have to do now, we have extra cost for lampshade B, which is 7.5. So I will add 28.8 plus the 7.5, and the answer is going to be 36.3 pounds. Now, what we have to do now, we need to write the ratio of the cost of lampshade A to lampshade B, and we need to write it as n to 1. So lampshade A, it's the 47.7 to lampshade B, which is 36.3. And because they want us to write it as n to 1, it means this part has to be changed to 1. And to change it to 1, I will divide by 36.3, and I will divide this part by 36.3. Doing that, the answer is going to be 47.7 divided by 36.3. It's around 1.31. And the second one, of course, 36.3 divided by 36.3 equals to 1. And like that, I have the answer.